In our Abuja studio for the FCT brief. Good morning, Abuja.
Good morning, Olabide. Thank you for joining us. I was hoping that you greet me in Yoruba.
Eka ro ti Jesu.
He's giving it to you. Yeah, good morning, Nigeria. Beautiful Thursday morning, and so many things in the news. But
Indeed.
Let's give them what we have from our own table today.
Well, hello everyone, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday's edition of FCT Brief. This morning, our attention will be on the nation's opposition party, once vibrant and united, but now seemingly weakened by internal divisions, defections, and strategic missteps. As the 2027 general election draws closer, questions are emerging about the strength and relevance of the opposition in Nigeria's democratic space. Once positioned as the voice of alternative governance, many opposition platforms now struggle with internal wranglings, leadership crisis, and declining public confidence.
Now, what does this mean for Nigeria's democracy, where a strong opposition is vital for accountability and balance of power? We'll be examining whether the opposition can rebuild trust, forge a new coalition, and present a credible challenge to the ruling party, or if the current fragmentation signals a deeper systemic problem within Nigeria's political structure. Joining us to share insights on this critical discussion is Honorable Leke Abejide. He is a member of the House of Representatives, a politician known for his bold perspectives and commitment to national development. He will help us unpack the realities, opportunities, and road ahead for Nigeria's opposition forces. Welcome to FCT Brief.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning.
All right. Yeah, I know you're a member of the ADC. You remain committed to your party, the ADC, especially in the politics of Kogi State. People tend to wonder, with the declining influence of opposition parties, the PDP, the ADC, that when will Honorable Abejide, will he defect to the bigger platform? But seeing you this morning with your cap speaks volume that probably you have also crossed to the ruling party. Tell us about this whole story.
Thank you for having me once again. My cap has always been there. It's not a new thing. We have been wearing it time immemorial, not today. Oh. So it's being with somebody does not relate to party. It doesn't matter. If you believe in somebody's political strategies and
you will not be in his camp
as your leader, there's nothing wrong in wearing his logo. That's a part. Well, you see, opposition, as I said before, in Nigeria, for now, it's not vibrant. And it's very glaring. You just said it. When the so-called coalition started, I'm not with them. We have our own coalition for Aswaju in ADC. So I have not one day joined them.
So you're saying that the ADC is divided?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
There are plethora of cases in courts against the so-called coalition. Because, actually, every party has its own internal arrangement. They have their constitution they follow, which is their own ground norm that they must not go against. But in our own case, those who came did not read the constitution very well, and those who hurriedly gave them matter of leadership did not tell them the truth. They didn't follow the process well. They did things that are against our own constitution. So, and that's why you see this team is now coming down. 2 elections, vacant positions that existed in state, federal constituencies, and the central district, first of all, came. They didn't win any.
What do you mean they? You mean the ADC?
ADC. Then Anambra governorship came. They were nowhere. When I brought this party and I joined this party in 2018, It was August 4th, 2018. An election took place February. And I won. The next person to me was APC candidate with a margin of 6,000 plus votes because the election was closed. But in my second coming, also the candidate of APC was next to me. There was 17,000 vote gap between us. So if you want to win an election, you must be prepared from the grassroots. Tell me, where is the grassroots now? They're just moving around Abuja, moving around Kaduna, everywhere, and say they want to take power.
Would you say this is a voluntary ceding of power to the APC now that we're seeing this dwindling energy from the opposition?
To me, indirectly, they are ceding power to APC. Indirectly, they are helping APC. You know, can't you see that APC is becoming so strong? It was not as strong as this when late President Buhari was there. But when the master of the game came, things changed. Now, tell me, which state do you think opposition can win in Nigeria in 2027? Can you mention one?
So it's all about the personality.
It's about the personality. See, let me tell you, now I'm in ADC. ADC is winning Yabafara constituency all the time. Let us change and let us see whether they will win Yabafara constituency.
So if you're
it is about the personality, not about party this time. And the person driving APC today is master of this game.
If you're admitting to supporting a candidate of another party, shouldn't that be considered as anti-party activity? Isn't it just normal for you to just shift to the APC since you know your support is with
anywhere? It's not anti-party. I have just told you. Okay, now you heard what the sitting governor said. Governor of Anambra State. I was asked a question before his election. I said, tell me, which party can win Soludo? Number one is on seat. 2 is working. 3 is campaigning. Then,
Honorable.
And he said, they are going to adopt a presidential candidate. They will not go. They are not going to feed a presidential candidate in 2027. From his body language, he's going to support this current president.
So it is about. Let's look at the opposition politics, the dwindling fortune of the opposition politics. A lot of people say that it is the politicians that are not playing the game of ideology. Now, for instance, say you are an ADC, you're working for another political party, you do not see it necessary to move. Some persons are also say they are in PDP, they're working for another party. Now, how long can you politicians play this kind of a game and you want to give Nigeria a qualitative opposition party?
Giving Nigeria a quality opposition party is not what matters. What matters is to get Nigeria right and make it work. That is what is important. So it is not only happening here, it happens everywhere. If your party is not serious to produce a credible candidate, must I go and work for a candidate that cannot deliver himself or that has no plan for the country? Everybody see what is going on in Nigeria today. When this government came, I'm an economist myself. I'm an ABU trained economist. When he came and now unified the exchange rate, people shouted, hey, they're going to, but that is the best for us. Round tripping will not be there anymore. And that is what some people leaped upon. And it's killing the system. But now the issue of round tripping is not going to be. I was chairman custom in 9th Assembly, and CBN brought out one policy called e-evaluation and e-evaluator. That is, they will be, when you want to import and you are looking for letter of credit through them, then they will first of all go and check that your invoice and evaluate it themselves, whether what you are presenting is correct. Because if you are coming through letter of credit, it means you are going to get whatever you want through. That time there was dual exchange rate, there was official, and there was autonomous rate. So official is always lower. So they will now bring invoice of $10 million for items of $1 million. Then on round trip, the remaining $9 million. So this government came and erased this. And you say it's not good. Coming to issue of fuel subsidy. By this time, you will have been noticing fuel scarcity queues everywhere because festive period is coming closer. People use it to make money at the expense of the poor. Even the time you waste in filling station queuing is money. But that is no longer there. People should know that this government is working in the right way. Somebody tried to criticize this government and said that it killed agriculture by bringing the price of food down. Though it was, by his own people, it was battered by a lot of abuses. Because people say, they are trying to give us food, and then you say we should not eat.
All right, Honorable. We'll still continue this
So that is why it's not about party. Party is not a human being.
All right. We'll continue this conversation right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll still have more for you on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's the Indomie Eat and Win promo. The more you eat, the more you win. How to win? Buy the Indomie Eat and Win promo pack. Find the promo code inside. Visit indomie.ng/eat and win. Enter your promo code and start earning points fast for a chance to win exciting gifts and 1 million naira cash every week for a lucky winner. So hurry now, eat and win. Let the winning begin. Visit indomie.ng/eat and win for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Ike, you are jogging? Since when?
Freshio, a good source of vitamins A, B6, B12, D, and zinc that keeps you active and refreshed on the go.
You're so full of life these days, Ike. Since when?
Hey, it's Friday.
Party tonight?
After this long day of work, and you too, since when?
Freshio, wholesome goodness every day. Grab your bottle now.
We've got news. Freshio Kids Pack is back with a straw hole.
Thank you for staying with us. Now we'll head back into our conversation. Now, Honorable Abejide, you said party is not a person and it's solely dependent on the individual when you're talking about situations like this. But you agree with me that when any politician wants to enter a party, they come with the mindset that, oh, we're coming to work for the party and for the good of Nigerians. Now the politicians exploit the structure of the party, the resources of the party, win elections, and then at the end of the day defect to another party. Is that not a betrayal?
Well, it's just unfortunate that we don't have independent candidacy in our law yet. So that is why what I'm saying is not clear to you. That party is not the one. It's just because our law does not provide for independent candidacy. Otherwise, people like us, we don't need party. Because what you hold allegiance to is to the people, not the political party. The political party is just a vehicle to use. And if the vehicle becomes rickety, no longer working, the engine knock, are you going to remain inside? Like now, ADC is already knocking. It's an intensive care unit. So it may go off like PDP too. So we have to be very careful the way we run our party, ADC, for bringing foreigners, and we didn't tell them the truth. I'm telling you, Article 17 of my constituency, of our party constituencies, you have to be 2 years in the party before you can hold national office. It's not that you come today and then you become the national chairman or the national secretary. And also, it didn't give room for interim.
You mean your party constitution?
Yes, there's no room for interim, especially for national officers. And the man who was in the hands of affairs told me he's still the man in the hands of affairs. That time his fear was that some people can hijack the party from him. So he made it clear that even though you come, you have to wait and be there with him before you can struggle with him to take over the position. And that is what is still there. If you go to INEC, every party must domicile their constitution in INEC. So I got my own. The last one we did was in 2022. And that is what is still there till today. I got the certified true copy, stamped page by INEC. So I have it with me. and also it's in the court as exhibits. So nobody can tell me anything that is wrong. I will not take it.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at this. You said earlier that you're still a member of the ADC.
Not still a member, the leader of ADC.
You're leader of ADC.
Am I not the only elected? Have you seen anybody elected on that party that is there? I told you I have won election back to back.
Okay, just listen to my question.
And I have never changed party.
Okay, you're leader of the ADC. My question now is, you're a member of the House of Rep. You're a lawmaker. Now, you talked about independent candidacy. Are you considering mobilizing your colleagues so that you also amend, whether it's the Electoral Act or the Constitution?
Of course, it's part of it is there right now. Yeah, it is in the amendment now.
Okay.
We hope it's going to pass. The independent candidacy is there now. So we pray that as it goes through, because, sometimes they put some bottleneck, so many things that if they allow independent candidacies, there will be so many candidates. You can just wake up and say she wants to contest for president and comes out.
Would that weaken our democracy or help the democracy?
Told me it will help our democracy because the space will be opened for people.
Will INEC be able to handle that capacity?
That is another discussion, and that is what they are looking at, whether INEC will be able to handle, or they will, if you're an independent candidate, maybe you don't need INEC to regulate you. So there are discussions going on it.
Well, you once vowed to expel Atiku, David Mark, Aregbesola, and others from the APC, but that hasn't materialized. Would you say that was wishful thinking?
I didn't say I'm expelling.
Okay, what did you say?
I said we will take back our party from them.
So how do you expect to do that?
Atiku is not in our party. To get this correctly.
How?
He's not a member of ADC. Former President Atiku is not a member of ADC. He has not taken the card of the party. Go and check.
But he has left PDP.
He's partyless now. He knows he's a very experienced politician. He has seen those cases in the court that there's no how they can survive it. I told you, court will have nothing to do with the party if the party did the right thing. But if you say you have a constitution guiding you and you don't follow it, court has power to say you have done it wrongly.
So is David Mark and Aregbesola also not part of the party?
They are what?
Are they part of the party or not? Are they part of the ADC?
No. They are not part of ADC yet. They are not part of the party yet. So they can be member at their wards, but they cannot hold that office that is allocated to them. Now they are still what we call meddlesome interlopers.
Now, are we aware that people say that Honorable Abejide is remained in ADC because some interest planted him there to keep destabilizing the party?
I was there even right from 2018. Nobody planted me. I told you, I was there before they came. It is them now I can say they came to plant them to destroy us. Somebody planted them to come and destroy us. We were not like this before. I was there 2018. Nobody knew the party is going to be like this. And when everybody was defecting, and even in 2023, because of my superlative performance in my first term, the next federal constituency to me kept coming, and they are using my constituency, as a model for others. And I say, okay, if you want to enjoy this, I will extend all these programs because in my place is free education, courtesy of me. Nobody pays for work for about 8 years now. It has been like that, even before I came to government. So, and I say, okay, I will extend it to you. And I pay for all their children in the next federal constituency to me. Take care of their people, do all manner of things. So I gave them a candidate and he won. So two of us came to the House under ADC from Kogi State, to the House of Rep. But he did come back to APC. He was never in APC. He was in PDP before. So he's now in APC. And no problem. I fought it, but he went. I said, okay, I'm the only one who has never left this party. So they planted them, not me being planting people for them. How can the owner of the house, be planted to destroy his own house? How can the landlord
don't you see danger? Don't you see danger ahead of 2027 that who will sign your nomination form if you remain in the ADC? And for instance, INEC recognizes David Mark.
We are going to do that is even a big mistake. That is older. INEC before, I believe the current chairman is an ACN. He will look at all this. Because by our constitution, they are not supposed to be recognized. But court will correct all these anomalies, I believe. Our court is competent enough to look at all this mistake that INEC made, and it will be corrected. You understand? So if we're talking about my nomination form, immediately after the judgment, we're going for convention. We're going for a national convention. And then, if we are still fighting, I will look for a stable home and achieve my aim.
You're just saying it.
I will look for a stable home and achieve my aim. It doesn't matter where you contested the election. What matters is for you to be able to win and then take care of the people that you want to represent.
Well, Honorable, aren't you worried that, this narrative of the country shifting to a one-party state and is a danger to our democracy is slowly materializing? As the APC
It is the fault of the opposition.
That's you. You're also part of it.
I was stable before they came. ADC was stable before they came. Do you know what even happened? I was not fighting them before. They came to my seats without recognizing that somebody was there. This is my grouse. And they started, even from the national office, they started appointing people from PDP as leader of the party when I was there.
So are you
if you were in my shoe, what will you do?
Are you admitting to deliberately sabotaging your party because of personal grouse?
I'm not sabotaging my party. My party is sabotaging itself by not doing the right thing. You understand? So I'm not going to sabotage any party. But any party that's trying to undermine me, I will tell that party that I'm not a weak politician.
So people say Nigerian politicians win at all costs, do whatever you need to do, just win election because there is no ideology. And is it that you also belong to this camp of thinking that win at all costs?
In Nigeria, there is no party ideology. Is there any party that... Tell me. I want to tell you. I can only say that it is people like us who has remained where we are. And people like the president, who has always been a progressive person. But most people you see, even in APC today, they were from PDP. And those people you see in PDP today, some of them migrated from APC there. You had the former governor of Kaduna State. Was he not in APC before? He's now in ADC. So there's no party ideology in Nigeria. It is where you can win election. I pray our democracy will grow to that level, whereby we have to say, this party, ADC, we have ideology. But those people coming in, they came in with that impunity of PDP to destroy what we have on ground. You understand? I have, in the party, we do what we call social welfareism. Like, we take care of all the widows in our federal constituencies. All! We don't look at party affiliations or religious sentiments. We take care of everybody. We pay white and NECO fees for everybody. We don't look at party affiliation of your parents or your religion. We don't do that in this party. So when it comes to empowerment, we empower people as long as you are doing something. If I know you are even my opponent, and I know you can do better, I empower you to do it.
Well,
I know.
Honorable, let's pay some dues When we come back, we'll wrap up the conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Glad to have you back. Now, as we wrap up this conversation, I would like to hear your final thoughts on this. Are you saying that there's nothing left of the opposition that is worth fighting for?
No, I'm not saying that. We can still put our act together, work and reorganize this coalition in support of this current president, because there is no how we can form structure now. Between now and the next, by next year February primary, by next year April, March, April, primary election starts. Tell me, when can we form structure from the wards, local government, states, federal? We're just deceiving ourselves. To me, let us form this coalition in support of this current president and negotiate with him. I even look at something, I'm like a prophet. I see something that if the former vice president can listen. You see, if you look at all the zones in the country that have produced presidency, it's only Northeast that has not produced president. Let's say, I think majorly Northeast, Southeast. If he can play the card well, definitely, and put all his arsenal in support of this current president, he will be the next president after him. Very easy for him.
So
because you know the person you are going to support, if there is an agreement, if it's coming back to North, it should go to Northeast. And definitely, if we work well with him, you can get it easily without stress.
Age will not be on his side that time, do you think?
How old is he now? Maybe if he's too old, maybe he can do one term and then look for a younger person to take over from him. At least it will be in the record that he was.
Have you attempted to talk to him about this?
Well, I'm not the one to talk to him now. You can approach the president.
All right, Honorable Abejide, it's a pleasure speaking with you this morning. I totally enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. And I wish you Merry Christmas in advance. And Happy New Year, because I may not be able to come this year.
We still have a month to go, but thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too. Well, thank you for being a part of our conversation. We'll now hand you over to Lagos, where Olamide and the rest of the team are standing by.
To Joshua and Shoba, you've been wished Merry Christmas in advance right there.
We are in Christmas mood, as you can see. What I'm wearing is close to red. So.
Indeed. But thank you very much.